It is literally like 2 a.m. when I'm recording this video, and I really just felt like let me tell my story on why I wanted to change, why I decided to change, and you know, I want to talk about like the exact moments I decided, you know what, let me change, and also I want to talk about like what triggered it, like what triggered the change, and I'm also going to talk about like the before and the after like mindset that I had, um, which really like affected like my decisions, and also like show you guys like what type of path you might want to like take if you're gonna also like start your journey into change. So I'm not gonna like go too far back into the story. I'm gonna start like from 2023. Uh, I'm chilling at home. I'm like on the internet, like you know, doing research on like astrology, numerology, just everything esoteric in nature. Like I'm just doing it, and I'm also like hiding it from my parents because like I come from a good Christian home, and you know, like this type of knowledge is like forbidden almost. But I just had a deep desire to like know more about like Wagwan in certain areas and beliefs as well. And it was like at this point in my life, like I felt so much stagnation, and I was looking for like a deeper meaning behind certain stuff, certain things, my own beliefs as well. Um, but also I was like making income from like my music, right? But I wasn't really doing anything with like I wasn't performing, I wasn't touring. Like I felt so much stagnation at this point, and I just wanted to know like what can I do to get to the next level, right? Um, and obviously I was going to like church, you know, hoping some pastor would prophesy to me like, "Yo, do this and you're gonna like change your whole life." But I wasn't getting that, so like I decided to take matters into my own hands. Sorry, mom and dad, if you're gonna watch this. Uh, I decided to take matters like into my own hands, and I did my research. You know, my birth chart, my life path numbers, what, and I started like going deep into this, and I found out like it just confirmed everything I already knew about myself. But I obviously like because of rejection in the past, I rejected like all these like gifts that I had, my talents, what, you know, because of like, you know, doubt and all that stuff. And also like my like family's changing fortune as well. Um, so doing all this research, I figured out like, yo, I'm supposed to actually be pursuing a career in the arts, like acting, and I was already doing like music, so that was already like there, and I was saving up for my album at this time. I saved up like a good amount of money, and I was also taking care of a lot of shit, but I wanted to like move, and when I was looking at when I was looking at the research I did on myself through the esoteric like knowledge I have right now, I was like, okay, let me actually pursue acting right now because I'm still writing my album. I'm not gonna release it anytime soon. It was like 2023, so I was still like writing my album, and my first album's still doing like good. You know, still getting like attention from overseas countries, obviously. But I'm like, okay, let me just pour this money I've saved into acting. Like, let me try getting into an agency. So I go online and do my research. I find an agency. The agent, I like submit an application to like join the agency. I hit them up. They ignore me because I think at that time they were having like a program. No, they were having a program. I don't think I know. They were having a program. It's called the IATS. Um, but it was like for 2023. And after that finished, they hit me back and they were like, "Yo, we holding auditions," and it was like around the end of the year. And by this time, I just like forgotten about it because I tried reaching out to more agencies and everybody was ignoring me because of like my past and whatnot, me not finishing matric and whatnot. So I just basically like shut it down. I'm like, yo, but I'm a figure something out. I was applying, I was just shooting everywhere with like applications, right? And they hit me back up. I was like, yes. And then they're like, okay, you have to, they told me I gotta pay an audition fee. What? I paid the fees. Also, each category I'm gonna audition for, I have to pay for each category as well. I did that, you know. Obviously, I also watched some YouTube videos and I was seeing some red flags, but I'm gonna get that I'm gonna talk about that in a whole nother series. Okay, this series is strictly on me changing, right? But whoopty woo, I get the monologue, I practice what. I auditioned for like acting, dance, and also commercial modeling. Cause my chart said I'm supposed to be visible. What? Like I have to be in these type of fields. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot for everything, even though like I was fat as fuck. I was fat as fuck, and I did not. I was not supposed to be like model. Like I'm not supposed to model, bro. Like looking like the way I look. I'm gonna put a picture right. I don't know what I was thinking, but I had confidence, bro. I was delusional, and I was like, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. So I go to Joburg. I'm from Northwest, by the way, but I go to Joburg and I audition. The auditions went well, but from the get go, this is where like I just saw how energy was between like different models, the actors that are there. You know, these are like the people that are there. They're all good looking people. Like most of them are like really good looking people, and they got treated really differently. Like just of that, like obviously this is like a known fact. Like the more the better you look, the better the world will treat you in a way. Um, and I got a proper taste of that going to an agency. Like they really they were like shooting like little subliminals to me, like, oh, you're gonna do every category, like, oh, you the one who's doing everything, you fat boy, you doing everything, you doing everything. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm auditioning for like every single category. Like, what you gonna fucking say about that? Huh? What you gonna say about that? And I was like, I just knew like shit, I might be like pushing it over here. I might be reaching too far. I should have just stayed with acting and music. But I went up there, I performed, and people clapped. Like people were impressed. I don't think they expected that from me because I didn't look like I gave a fuck about my life. In a way, I just didn't look like I cared about anything. Like the way I dressed, like it was, you know, um, how did they describe me? You have a funky, like, I don't know. They said some weird shit to me, but just off that, I was like, shit. And seeing the type of people that like got awards that evening, they were handing out awards at the auditions, and I'll just realize like, yo, like appearance matters. Like that was like, doesn't matter how talented, because like everything I did, they clapped for me. Like except for modeling, like everybody was like, nigga, what the hell are you doing there, bro? What are you doing there, bro? Really? You think you're a model? You I never got claps, but when I danced, I got claps when I danced, but I didn't get like picked for dancing. Um, I got claps when I did my music piece, and when I acted. It was 1 minute for each category, and I received very positive feedback. They tried humbling me for my music, but I didn't give a fuck. I was like, you ain't gonna tell me nothing about my music, I'm that nigga, you feel me? But anyway, um, they call me Rick Ross, bro. I need you to understand, like how this really like shifted everything. And I feel like this episode one is gonna be longer than every other episode because I gotta just give you the whole lore. You feel me? Um, they call me like Rick Ross. I mean, I don't even sound like Rick Ross in my songs, but just because I was fat, they were like, "You remind me of Rick Ross when you rap." It has I have like my music has nothing to do with what nothing I was saying can connect me to like Rick Ross. I was just fat. Like that's what I realized, especially like in the South African like base, like the South African industry, they don't really have an ear. Like they're gonna link you to like someone you look like, not like what you actually like your energy, like the music, they don't listen to any of that. They just look at you and say like, okay, you look like Rick Ross. You remind me of Rick Ross. Yeah, or we heard your music. Your music also reminds me of Rick Ross. Doesn't even connect, because like as time went by, like I've been linked to so many artists, and I sound nothing like them, like at all. It's just based on my looks. Like I've had different hairstyles, and I just get linked to every artist that has a similar hairstyle as me. But let me just go back to the story. Um, so what triggered everything was like I'm literally being overlooked because of my weight. Um, I'm being put in a category that I don't want to be in because of my weight. And fair enough, that's how the industry is. It's very cutthroat. And it was just really eye opening. Like, yo, I've been sleeping on myself like for years. I let myself go. That was on me, depression and whatnot. And I just, it like sparked something in me like, yo, like if I don't like lock in, and I remember like because the whole event finished, and they just didn't even give me the time and day, bro. Like they didn't want to talk to me. They were just like, yo, we're gonna message you, like you made it through, but we're gonna message you, like. But they were having like deep meaningful conversations with other like contestants and whatnot, and they didn't really want to give me the time of the day. Maybe if I begged them for attention, then maybe they would have like talked to me. But the energy was felt. You feel me? Like, ah, if this guy could just take care of himself, like, he would have been worth my time. That type of energy, I felt it, and I remember going home, and I was like, fuck, I gotta like lock in. And they were like, yo, we're gonna have, what do they call it? Like, we're gonna have like a photo shoot, what for like a portfolio, and I was like, I'm gonna work out before the portfolio. So like I started doing home exercises. I was doing like calisthenics, like what I'm saying, like home workouts, and uh, I was jogging every day. I was skipping 30 minutes, skipping. I was just trying. I was like, I'm gonna lose weight like in a couple weeks before we do like the portfolio shoot. You know what I'm saying? I gotta like lose some weight. I did lose some weight, but it wasn't like visible, like oh shit, night and day type of, you know. It was just like I'm the only one who can notice. Like I ain't really that big like that no more, but I was still big. You feel me? So the photo shoot was actually like the biggest trigger point because they took so many photos of me. But if you go to my like profile for my like acting page, like I probably only have like 3 or 4 photos up. I had so many outfits. I took so many photos. I mean, I'm gonna show you some of them, but like, yo, like none of them were posted, and I realized like, yo, the way the other artists, like the other like artists and actors were treated compared to me, like, bro, they couldn't wait to be finished with me. They were like, yo, oh my gosh, we're done with this nigga. Fuck, next. Oh my gosh, this mother looking guy, girl, like they take the whole time. They even take them to different sets. They go out. They were just like quick and thorough with me, bro. Like they were like, "Yo, bam, we done." And right, it really like affected me. Like I just didn't like being unseen. Like I felt like yo, like the treatment was like the energy that I felt from them like was like yo, like I'm a waste of time. You feel me? Like you don't care about yourself, so we're not gonna care about you, in a way, you know. And it showed that like it was like so like it hurt. Like I was hurt. I won't lie. Like I was hurt. I was hurt. But like it put such a fire in me to like not only prove them wrong, but also to prove myself like wrong. Like yo, do I actually have the discipline to like change? Because rugby couldn't get me skinny. I mean fit. I don't want to be skinny. Rugby could not get me fit. Basketball could not get me fit. Getting bullied in high school, primary school could not get me fit. Like I wasn't bullied, but like teased. Like no one ever bullied. I've never been bullied, but like I have been bullied, but that's for a different reason. But I was getting teased for being fat, overweight, what in primary school, high school, and none of that ever motivated me or lit a fire in me like the way I felt knowing that I'm so close to my dreams and I'll be denied my dreams just because I don't have discipline. Like or just because I'm big. Like that really like it put a fire in me like yo, like nigga, lock the fuck in, bro. And I remember I went home. Like I went home, they sent the photos. It even made me more mad because I looked at those photos and I'm like, bro, I don't know if this nigga's gonna get booked, bro. I looked at that photo, I'm like, bro, ain't nobody booking this nigga. Like I was like operating in faith. I was like praying, like, yo, God, like, can I get a job? Because I like invested so much money into joining this agency. I need to have a return back, and I don't feel like anybody's gonna book me for like a serious role. Looking at those pictures, right? And I was just like down bad, bro. Like I literally, when those photos landed, I immediately messaged like my family because I was also down bad because they milked me of all my cash, bro. Joining that, like they took everything, bro. Like my album money gone, everything. Like just joining because I'm not even talking about transport, right? They just took everything, like all my savings for my album and everything, like just went straight into just joining that agency. And I messaged my parents. I'm like, yo, I need help with money. I'm gonna join the local gym. I was in a village and there was a local gym that I passed every day. I didn't even realize that, but I passed it every day. I didn't really care about it that much. I didn't care about gymming. I didn't care about my health really, for that matter. But like, I remember I was like, I went to the guy. I'm like, the guy who owns the gym. I went to him, Mutsepi. The gym's called Mutsepi Fitness Center. It's in Macau, Northwest. You can search it up. It's on Facebook. You can see the place where I gymmed. Um, Great people, great gym. Starting like they don't have like everything, but like the foundation there was just amazing. And I went to them. I'm like, yo, I want to change. I want to change. Like, I really want to change. I want to lose my weight. I want to gain muscle. I want to get lean. Um, and he was like, yo, come, come. He wanted to see if I'm serious as well. So he invited me in, and what. But like, that was really like what triggered everything. It's like the treatment I received, the energy in the rooms, the being undermined. Yeah. Also being unseen. Just I was unseen. Like I wasn't seen really. Like no one really gave me the opportunity to like. Obviously, the opportunity was there because I went on stage, but no one really wanted to like see my talent because of the way I looked. I was overlooked basically, and it hurt. Um, that's one thing. I hate being unseen. Like if you're gonna ignore me, like yeah, like that's a trigger. That's a big trigger. But I'm working on that. I'm healing that. But like yeah, like and also the photos. You're gonna see them. I'm gonna put them up somewhere. I'm gonna put them up somewhere in this video, but you're gonna see them. Yeah, this is a long video. It's like 20 minutes long. If you're watching this and you still stayed, yeah, shout out to you, man. Like, subscribe, so that other people get to see the video if like it's meaningful. Obviously more episodes will be uploaded. Uh, this is a whole series, like I think 10 episodes. I'm gonna make 10 episodes just about me changing into a butterfly. Um, and my mindset before like I decided to change was just like, yo, I'm living pretty comfortably. Like, oh, and I just want to like clarify that when I say comfortable, like I was comfortable. I mean like not in terms of wealth. Like I was living comfortably. Like I come from a wealthy family. I mean like I was so comfortable with my situation that I was in. Like I was living comfortable in that pain. I was comfortable in the stagnation. I was comfortable in the poverty. I was comfortable in just the environment I was in, which didn't really promote progress or change. That like I made such bad decisions with my money. I made bad decisions with my money because of that. The food I was eating, like it really just nothing. I don't mean comfortable. I just wanted to like clarify that. But yeah, you know, obviously I still had big dreams, but like they were so far fetched, and life was just like beating me down every corner. Like I was like, fuck. Like I was basically like really, really depressed. My mindset was just whacked out, but I still had that determination. Like yo, like I might have a chance to make it out of this. And my album blowing up was one of those like sparks. Like yo, I might have a chance. And my mindset after like man, like even now, like even in my silence, I'm just plotting, bro. Like my mindset's just way different. Like I love the gym. Like I hate the pain. I hate the pain in the gym, but like I just love the grind. I just love the grind. I love the work. I love. It doesn't matter if I'm doing it for free, if I'm. I just love work. I love. I love. I don't. I hate stagnation. Like my mindset now is just like I can't be stagnant. Like that's why I'm doing this video right now. Just movement. Just move. Like if you're out there, like, and you're wondering, like, what can I do to like get the spark? Put yourself out there. Go out there, try new things, be around different people, and see the treatment they give you. Just see the treatment other people are getting. Just off that, like, and like, yo, like, you notice like there's a huge difference. Like, it's a night and day difference. It's a night and day difference. Like, the spark will happen if you just put yourself out there. Whether I don't know, like, just put yourself out there, try new things. Pursue your inner child goals. Like that's when I looked at when I was doing my esoteric knowledge. It was like my inner child dreams need to be healed for me to like fully step into my purpose. And I had to look at everything I was rejected for, and that was like stuff that I have to heal now. As an adult, like yo, it's okay. You didn't deserve that as a kid, but like yo, I can lock in now. You know what I'm saying? I got like the world in my hands. You feel me? Like it's my destiny's in my hands now. Like so, uh, I've probably talked way too much. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. like, comment, subscribe. Share it with someone who needs to see this. Uh, yeah, just like everybody's gonna have a different spark. It might be your girlfriend breaking up with you for a guy who's you know better. And or vice versa. If you're a girl watching this, my audience is mainly guys. So, uh, yeah. But yeah, just rejection, being unseen, also your health. Like at some point, your health like just scares, like life or death situation. I felt like me knowing I'm so close to my goals and being denied my goal, like my dream, like being so close to not just my goals but also my dreams, and knowing that I'm gonna be denied them just because of the way I looked was a life and death situation. Like I felt like this is it. I treated the situation like this is it. I have to change. I have to do this. I don't have a choice. You know, I don't have a choice. I have to. You know, uh, I have to suffer if I have to just get to that goal. Like I have to push every single barrier that I have to push to just you know make it. And even this, like waking up at fucking 2, bro, to just record this, I was like, yo, like you gotta do something, bro. You know, but yeah, this is like a virtual diary. I don't know what to call it, bro. I don't even write diaries, bro. I got no diary, but this is like my online diary just for me and also for you guys, Armageddon, my fans, new viewers who might bump into this. I'm just gonna record. But this is getting really long. I'm like 26 minutes in. I've been yapping, bro. I've been yapping, but I had a lot of shit to get off my chest, and there's way more that I gotta get off my chest. So much knowledge that I wanna, you know, impart to you guys, my story, you know. But yeah, peace, shalom be with you all. That was fucking corny, bro. If I can make it through this, you can too.